Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and still I'm playing Relic. And the situation is, well, again the Psyker is pretty much in the lead. He's got that Hecticus Storm, kind of a chainsaw sword, which is pretty awesome. And well, he's on a good way to win this game. So let's see what the Tech Priest can do. That is a 5. That's both not very good. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's both really tough. Well, demon here. Damn. Okay, I think he goes here. There is the Herald of Zanj and the Ripper Swarm, but he can actually evade the Ripper Swarm because of the Ultramarine Scout. But still I'm not sure. No, I won't do this. This is too bad. I move here to the Azure Man. I think that's better. And it's also very, very tough, but I try it anyway. I've got a cunning of 4. This guy has a cunning of 8. Ah, man, this is tough. On the other hand, explode on a 1 and 6. I don't know. Damn. I'm not sure where to go. If I go here, damn it. Okay, let's try this one. And I can do the I can use the conduit blade, which gives me 2 extra willpower. So I have a willpower of 4, and this thing has a willpower of 7. So it attacks. Ah, that's a 10. Yeah, okay. So now I will need, well, I guess I need a 6 to win this. Yeah! Unbelievable, I made it. Well, that's a good start. Awesome. I killed the Herald of Zanj. Very good. With the conduit blade, and that allows me finally to level up. So I discard this card, and now I gain 1 cunning, and this is the symbol that I gain 2 influence. Okay, so that was pretty awesome. Very good. Okay, now it's the Psyker, and that is a 6, and he's got to kill Tyranids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or he can go here. That's even for the Psyker too hard, I guess. So he moves here and draws 2 of the yellow cards. Okay, so here we have an enemy, Feral Chaos Renegade. Strength of 1 or cunning of 1. If you win this battle, you may draw one corruption card to roll one die, then gain influence equal to the die result. Guess I will not do this. Okay, so let's fight this guy. And is it possible I don't have any power cards? Well, that's bad. Anyway, I think I could win this. So, he attacks. Ugh, that is bad. That's a 7. Oh my god. And a 13. 14. So I probably will not win this. I've got a 5, so I need a 9. Nope. That's definitely not enough. Yeah, okay, I lost that battle here. And there is now a place remaining. Test Cunning 10, that's a hive. If you fail, discard one weapon, armor or equipment asset of your choice. If you pass, discard this card, reveal 3 war gear cards and acquire 1 at no cost. Okay. So that was really unlucky. Still I'm allowed to draw a power card, and of course I will do this. That says Pilfer. Play after you win a battle. Gain 4 influence. Okay, and the Assassin. That is a 2. And he's got to go to the Phantom Stars somehow. It's also not good. Well, she can move here to the mutant world. Or to the wasteland. It's both pretty bad. Okay, I think she'll go to the mutant world. The mutant warlord. Okay, so she's got to roll a die. Well, that's a 1. So she misses 1 turn. And that means now we have to lay her down like this. And then the next turn we just stand her up again, and then she can do she can go on again in the next turn. Okay. So let's go on with the Tech Priest. A 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I guess he goes here to the Omission Shrine. And draws a yellow card. So that is a Beal 10 Guardian with a willpower of 2. If you win this battle, gain 1 influence. They hit us before we even knew we were in a hostile area. Then were gone before we could fight back. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna again. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Conduit Blade once again. And it attacks. And it has a 6. So I need at least a 2 or a 3 to beat it. Yeah, well, that's good enough. So now it's the time for the Tech Priest finally. Good. And yeah, she gains, or he gains 1 influence. The Psyker. A 1. Well, I think the Ripper Swarm is a good target because his job is to kill Tyranids. And he's got to draw another card. Actually, I'm not sure if I've lost. I think I didn't lose the life point in the last battle. I will check this later, but I think I didn't lose the life point here. Okay. And this is an astropath. And that is an asset or ally. During your movement phase, if your movement roll produces a 6 result, you may move to any other space in your tier instead of resolving your movement phase normally. Well, that's a good one. That is definitely an awesome card. Okay, but first we have to kill that Ripper Swarm. So the swarm attacks, and that is a 2, so we don't have to roll here. We killed these Tyranids. And then we gain the Astropath. And we have to remember our set limit is 3. And with the Assassin here, the Astropath and the Relic, we have now 3, so we cannot take another one. Which is sad. And we now accomplished the mission, so we will gain 1 strength as a reward. Flip this card and draw a new mission card. Show them no mercy. It is obvious you do not possess the fortitude to do what must be done, and it has fallen on men such as myself to do it for you. End your movements phase on another player's space. Okay, take all heretic and traitor trophies from that player. Well, let's see. Now that we got the Astropath, we only have to roll a 6 to accomplish this mission. Okay. And then it's the Assassin. She cannot move. And then again the Tech Priest. Okay. And that is a 1. And now it's the question, I mean, he could draw another mission card. Maybe something which is easier than going to the Fortress World. Maybe that is a good idea. So he moves here. And draws another mission card. Then this is not so easy to decide, but I think this is a better idea. It's hard to go here to the middle, so maybe he finds a better mission. Or actually, he doesn't have to discard that one right now. He can simply draw one, and if the new one is not good, he can keep the old mission. So let's see, this means fleet resupply. The Imperial Navy can be a powerful ally. Convince them that you are worthy and they will outfit you well. Objective, buy at least 1 war gear card while resolving the outfit ability on the Battlefleet Antius space. Well, I think that's a better mission, definitely. So I keep that one, and this mission is discarded. Good. And again the Psyker. And that is a 4. And his job is to share the space with another player, which is not possible right now. He could go here to the wasteland, which is a little risky. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think he goes to the webway portal. On the other hand, I mean, maybe that's an interesting no. So he simply moves 1, 2, 3, 4. He moves here to the webway portal. And then he has to roll it to determine what color of card he has to draw. That is a 1, so that says draw 1 yellow threat card. Okay. This is the Munitorum Quartermaster. 2 charges. You may spend 1 charge from this card to reveal 3 War Gear cards. You may buy one of these cards for 1 less influence to a minimum of 1. Then discard all cards non-board. Well, in general, this is not so interesting for him because he has already his 3 assets he is allowed to take, but it's a disadvantage for the others if he uses this charge. And so he simply, because he doesn't have to buy something, it just says you may buy something, you can simply take a look here. That's the Imperial Seal, which would give him 1 willpower. That is a Cadian sniper rifle. After you make a battle roll during a cunning battle, you may spend 1 from this card to reroll 1 die of your choice. Well, that's definitely good. And the Shrine World Badge, which gives me 2. All fine, but it's not that great that I will discard something of my other sets. Okay. And then it's the Assassin again. And that's a 2. Well, and she could also draw another mission card. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Navigate the Phantom Stars is not exactly so great. So she also moves here and to the Ultramar Emissary, and she simply draws a new mission card. Infiltrate the Eldar. The accursed Eldar lurk unchallenged in their craft worlds. You are ordered to interrogate one, for these Xenos cannot be trusted so near to the Warp Rift. Objective: win a battle against an Eldar enemy. Well, that's much better, because the Eldar are normally cunning enemies, and we're pretty good there, so I think we also change this mission into a new one. Okay. Okay, damn, I just realized I mixed the miniatures up. I moved the Psyker instead of the... I moved the Assassin instead of the Psyker, and vice versa. But to be honest, I will not undo this now. It's a little too complicated. I will keep things like they are and simply go on. I think it's okay. I mean, yeah. Sometimes it's simply too complicated to correct mistakes like that. And I realized something else. I have to remove this card here. Discard all threat cards remaining on this space at the end of the turn. So the quartermaster goes actually away. Okay. Okay, let's go on with the tech priest. A5. So he wants to go here to the battlefield Antaeus. So the mutant world is not so great. Maybe here the warp spider. He should be able to kill that one. Okay, so if he loses here, he loses another cunning, which would be bad. But I think he can make it. So the warp spider attacks. It has a strength of 3 or cunning of 3. Okay, that's an 8. And I have a 5. So I better roll good here. Yeah, that's a standoff. So it's not good enough, but it's enough not to lose the cunning. Okay. And I was actually told that you have to reshuffle the relic you didn't choose back into the deck, so I will do this now. Okay, and then it's the Psyker, and he's got that mission here. So let's see. That's a 2. Well, his goal is it to come on the same space as another player, but that's not possible, obviously. But he can move here to the Volgast spaceport and then simply draw a blue card. And it says Lure of Chaos. Each player tests willpower 7. Players subtract 1 from their skill score for each corruption card they have. Each player who passes gains 1 willpower. Each player who fails draws 1 corruption card. Okay, this is not going to be easy. So let's start with this guy here. He's really in some trouble. So he rolls. Well, basically he needs to roll. He's got 3. So he's got a... Well, that's an interesting question. I'm not sure, actually. I think you cannot have less than 1, but I don't know that. So otherwise he would have had -1, but I don't think it's possible to have less than 1 of an ability. So I have to... Let's say I've got 1. So, well, I have to roll very good. Well, I have this exploding die, which is pretty awesome. And so I got a 7. So all I need is a 2. And it might be a good idea now to use the reconnaissance. Yeah, I think I will use this, just to be sure. So now I actually made it. And I hope this was okay with the with this rule that it can't be less than 1. But okay, so yeah, it's 1. It was 7. Yeah, wait a minute. I just needed 7. Well, actually, I didn't need that card because it was only a test of 7. I thought it was a test of 9 for some reason. So, yeah, I was successful here. And then I can simply gain 1 willpower. Very good. And now it's him, and he loses 1, but he has a 7. So now, usually you could say, or normally you could say, well, he doesn't have to roll. because he's got a willpower of 8, minus 1 is 7. But if you roll a 1 in a skill test, you automatically fail. So let's see. Okay, see what I mean? So I have to draw a corruption card. Let's see what that is. Dimensional instability, and this is activated because we have now 2 corruption cards, and here is the number 2. For as the immaterium is anathema to all natural things, the natural world is anathema to the demons of the enemy. Okay, well, whatever. Roll 1 die and consult the list to determine this card's effect. Then flip this card face down. Okay, so we will lose 1 attribute. That is again a 1, so we lose 1 cunning. Okay. Not exactly good. Not exactly good. Okay. So, and then it's the assassin. He's got a willpower of 4, so he needs a... Yeah, he needs a 3 to make it. Oh, wait a minute. He would have lost 1, but it's a 1 anyway, so he also lost that. So we also have to draw a card, and that is Rapid Regeneration. So this card is activated. Your body heals from nearly any wound, the flesh knitting itself together as you watch. Each time a die produces a 6 result during your movement roll, you may gain 1 life. You cannot exceed your starting life value with this effect. Okay, so this is definitely a good card. Okay, and that was this Lure of Chaos card. That was the Psyker's turn, and it's now at an end. And then it's the Assassin, and she's here at the Webway portal. And again a 1. Damn. So I think... Yeah, I think I'll move here to the Maiden World. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I want to visit this tech priest. So I have to draw a card. And that says Zoanthrope. A willpower of 1. Add 5 to this enemy's battle score if you have 1 or more power cards. Well, yes, we do. So it says, little more than a brain engorged with psychic energies. This floating creature assaults all in his vicinity. So it has a 6. I will use the Force Sword to attack this one. So, no, actually I won't. I will simply avoid this. I will simply evade this. I think it's just because it has just 1. If I gain a trophy, it gives me just 1 point, and I don't want to give up the Force Sword charge for this. So I evade this thing and then go to the Tech Priest, and I can take a charge and I can place it well, I think I'll place that one on the needle. Yeah, not sure actually. Needle rifle or Force Sword? I think I'll place it on the needle rifle. Yeah, why not? Okay, and then the Tech Priest is discarded. Okay, so again, the tech priest. And that's once again a 1. So he can move here. And he might draw a power card there. And but he has a power limit of 1. Could also discard a power guard. Yeah, and then move here in the middle region, but he doesn't want to do that actually. So I think he draws a power card, and maybe it's a better one than the one he now has. And yes, I guess it is. That is Armored Contempt. Play at the end of your experience phase. Choose one of your corruption cards and discard it. That is definitely good, because he already has 3 corruption cards. That is a little bit too much, I'd say. Okay. So and then it is actually his experience phase, and he can play this thing right away and discard 1 corruption card. Let's see, is there anything that is... Well, I think it doesn't matter in the end. So he simply discards this one. Very good. Okay. And now it's the Psyker, and again I've forgotten at the end of the last turn to draw a power card, but he has one, so that's not so bad. Okay, that is a 3. So I think he move here to the Omniscient Shrine and simply draws a yellow card. Well, that's a great art. Enemy Within. Immediately draw 1 red threat card. If the card is an event, discard it. Otherwise, place it on your space. Okay. So that's no event. That's Training Ground. 3 charges. An encounter. You may spend 1 charge from this card to gain 1 strength. No, no, no. Raise the chainsword like this. Now try again. Okay, so there are now 2 charges left here, and we gain 1 strength, and well, we have now actually 4, which is not bad. And this time I won't forget, I draw another power card. Spoils of War. Play at the end of your movement phase. Test strength 9. If you pass, take 1 asset, excluding relics, from a player on your space. Okay. Fine. So, the Assassin. And that is a 6. So that would be either here, the outskirts, which is not so amazing, or here, the lair of the Vexigar. No, wait a minute, that's not true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be actually the Azure Man. Well, that would be interesting. This is, yeah. Well, maybe we should try that, because if we manage to kill an Eldar, we gain 1 willpower, and we would then have accomplished this mission. So I think I'll try that, and I'll use the needle rifle gives me 2 extra. And I'm really thinking about spending 1 influence on this Arc Militant. Maybe I should do it. Yeah, I think I will actually. I think I will. So that gives me +4 then. So I've got now a strength of 12. And, well, this guy attacks. Well, I think it was a good idea to do that. So he has a 13, and now yeah, I simply, come on. Yeah, that's enough, no problems here. Okay. So this time we managed to kill this one. If you win this battle, gain 1 influence. So here you go. And then we could trade this, but I think I keep it because these 2 together give me now 11. So I only need 1 more trophy worth of 1 actually, and then I can trade it for 2 level ups. So that would be good. And that's just during the movement roll. I got to remember this rapid generation thing. Anyway, now I managed to accomplish this, so I gain 1 willpower. And then I can trade this for a relic. Very good. Okay, what do we have here? Well, this is the Litany of Protection. Once per turn, if a game effect causes you to lose life, you may immediately roll 1 die. If your roll produces a 5 or 6 result, prevent the loss of 1 life. Not bad. Let's see, what else do we have? These are the bones of a fallen sand. At the end of your experience phase, you may discard 1 of your corruption cards. Well, it's both not bad. On the other hand, I mean, we don't have many corruption cards, just 2. That's hard to say. Gosh, I don't know. Okay, I think I will take the Litany of Protection. Because here, in these spaces, in the inner region, you usually lose life. So it might be good to have a chance to prevent that from happening. We'll see about that. And yeah, we got to shuffle this one back in. So let's do a last round. The tech priest starts again, and he wants to go here to the Battlefleet Antaeus from over there, so he needs a 6. That's not enough. That's actually pretty bad. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so he moves here to the lair of the Vexigar and simply rolls a die. Well, that's a 6. That is good. Gain 1 cunning. Awesome. Very lucky here. Then we got the Psyker. A 1. Not exactly what we needed. Let's see, I think we might try to go here to the Titan Manufactorum and draw a red card. That says Goff Borna. I love these orcs. Okay, and he has got a strength of 2. If you lose this battle, test willpower 8. If you fail, lose 1 additional life. A burner lives for fire. His enemies die by it. Okay, so he attacks. He's got a 2. And that's a 5, so that shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, it's the Psyker. I think he simply... Let me see, he could simply use... Yeah, he uses this card here. And then he definitely kills this one. I mean, there's no need to risk anything, actually. So, where is it now? Where's the enemy? Ah, here we go. Okay. So that gives us 2 additional now, and now we might be able to... Well, first I will play this one. Play after you win a battle. Gain 4 influence. So that is also very good. 1, 2, 4. Okay. And now we can trade these 6 to level up. Here we go, this one and these 2. Okay. So now we have a cunning of 5. And this one is, you may discard any number of power cards. Yeah, we definitely do not want to do this. And now at the end I can also draw a new power card. That's a 1, strategic planning. Play at the start of your movement phase. Move to any other space in your tier instead of resolving your movement phase normally. You cannot play this card while in the inner tier. Well, that's pretty cool because that helps me a lot to solve that mission here. That's pretty good. Got to remember that. And now finally it's the assassin. And I forgot to roll to draw a new mission card for her. Bring him to justice. An apostate thief exists somewhere in our midst. You are tasked with bringing this traitor to justice. When you acquire this mission card, choose another player and place one of his character tokens on this card, indicating that he is your target. And your movement phase on your target space. Okay, so in this case I would say I'll take this player here. Maybe I was a little... It's now a little advantage for me that the other player already made his move and that I forgot to draw this card in the last turn. But okay, whatever. So now the goal is to roll a 2. Up. Here we go. A 2. Very good. So, pretty awesome. You may take 1 asset, excluding relics, from your target. Okay. Let's see what is interesting here. So the first question is, how many assets do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a limit of 5. Anyway, it's kind of cool to take this away from him. So I think we'll take the conduit blade and then simply discard it. I mean, that's not very friendly, but and then we have to roll a die. This mission is resolved. So we roll a die now. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's okay actually. So let's see now. Now that is a 3. So this is not so great. We lose 1 life here. Maybe it would have been a little more clever to take the medikit instead of this this sword, but okay. But we got the litany of protection, so now maybe the decision was a good one that we did before. If we roll a 5 or 6, we don't lose it. Ah, damn. Okay. And I should also remember this rapid regeneration. I'm pretty sure I will forget this. So fine, I think it's time to load this up now. And, well, I think it is still interesting. There might be still a chance for the assassin. And slowly the tech priest comes into the game, but the psyker is still pretty much ahead, I guess. His problem might be the fact that he's not allowed to have more than 2 or than 3 assets, because I mean, these things are really good, the astropath and this assassin. So the question is, does he need another relic, for example? Is he allowed to, or will he take another relic? That is kind of a problem that he has. But who cares? For now it's not so important, he's doing good. And, well, I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, bye. And back again, and I just realized that she has actually 6 assets instead of 5, which is a limit. So I have to discard something, and that's a difficult decision. I like the sanctioned psyker, the arc militant, so I think I'll discard the needle rifle, because I got that needle pistol, which gives me a permanent advantage, while I have only 1 charge left on the needle rifle. So I think I will give this away. And now I'm down at 5. Okay, so until next time, bye.